Something strange entered our solar system, silent, fast, and from beyond the stars. At first, telescopes captured only a faint streak of light, moving too quickly, glowing too faintly. It wasn't a planet, not an asteroid, not even a typical comet. It was something else. Astronomers named it 3I Atlas, calling it an interstellar comet, a traveler born in another star system, now crossing ours for the first and last time. But even with all our instruments, we still don't know what it truly is. Was it a shard of a distant world? The frozen debris of a dying star? Or a message written in ice and dust from a galaxy far away? Across observatories on Earth and in orbit, scientists watched in silence, because this wasn't supposed to happen often. Only 2 other interstellar visitors had ever been recorded. And yet here it was, another mysterious fragment slipping past our sun, its secrets sealed in cosmic frost. What makes this object so important isn't just where it's going, but where it came from, and what it might tell us about the hidden bridges that connect all stars in the universe. As 3I Atlas drifts closer to the sun, it reaches a distance of about 1.4 astronomical units just beyond the orbit of Mars. Here, the frozen chemicals trapped in its surface begin to awaken. Under the growing heat, the solid ice transforms directly into gas, creating a glowing veil around the comet, a coma, a fragile atmosphere of dust and vapor that trails behind like the breath of an ancient traveler. But no telescope on Earth can truly see this moment. When Atlas made its closest pass, the sun's brilliance swallowed it whole. Even our most powerful observatories could only wait, knowing that in the blinding light of our star, an interstellar fragment was quietly burning away, writing its last luminous sentence across the dark fabric of space. Every orbiting world continued its path, unaware, and somewhere beyond the glare, a foreign visitor was vanishing into the radiance. Untouched by human eyes, a fleeting reminder that not all stories in the cosmos are meant to be seen. It began as a faint speck of light, a pixel on a monitor inside a quiet observatory in Hawaii. The Atlas telescopes, built to watch for threats from space, had caught something unexpected, a slow-moving glow drifting against the stars. At first, astronomers marked it as another asteroid, just another stone in the endless cosmic river. But then, the data changed. Its velocity was wrong. This object wasn't circling the sun like everything else. It was escaping it. Its path wasn't elliptical, but hyperbolic, a trajectory so rare it could only mean one thing. This visitor did not belong here. It had entered our system from deep interstellar space. Designated 3I Atlas, it became only the 3rd known interstellar object ever discovered, after Oumuamua and Borisov. But unlike them, Atlas wasn't quiet. It was active, glowing, alive with motion. Each image revealed more detail, more strangeness, as if this object carried memories of other suns, and now for one brief moment had chosen to pass by ours. No one knows why it came, or what invisible hand pushed it toward us. But for a brief sliver of time, humanity had captured a messenger from another system, a visitor crossing the ocean between stars. Before 3I Atlas, we had seen only 2 others like it, Oumuamua and Borisov. Each was a message from beyond, written in a different cosmic language. Oumuamua, the silent wanderer, slipped past our sun like a shadow, tumbling end over end, leaving scientists guessing if it was rock, metal, or something even stranger. Then came Borisov, more familiar, a comet built from ices we recognized. But 3I Atlas was neither. It was larger than Borisov, faster than Oumuamua, and it cut across the solar system at a perfect slant, almost as if it had followed an invisible line drawn across the ecliptic. Coincidence, maybe, but that precision left astronomers uneasy. Space is chaotic, random, yet Atlas moved like it remembered the way. Every interstellar visitor is a story carved from a different world, a different time. But 3I Atlas carried something else, a feeling of intent, as if the universe itself had chosen to show us a pattern hidden in plain sight. When astronomers traced 3I Atlas backward through space, its path led towards something vast, the galactic core, the glowing heart of the Milky Way. But not from the thin spiral arms where most stars are born. No, Atlas came from the thick disk, an ancient layer of the galaxy made of stars older than Earth itself. Somewhere out there, more than 7 billion years ago, a world shattered. A fragment was thrown loose, drifting through the void for ages untold, past dying suns, collapsing nebulae, and the frozen outskirts of other systems. Until, one day, gravity from our star caught it just enough to bend its course, and it entered our sky. Scientists followed its trail through time, running simulations that spanned 10 million years. Along the way, Atlas passed within a whisper of nearly 100 stars, the closest only 0.3 light-years away. Never captured, never destroyed. Just drifting, watching, waiting. So when it arrived here, it wasn't new. It was ancient, older than our planet, older than the oceans, carrying within it the chemistry of forgotten stars. And for one brief moment, this relic of the galaxy's first dawn crossed paths with a civilization just beginning to understand the dark. Before most telescopes even turned to look, one satellite had already seen it. TESS, the planet-hunting eye orbiting high above Earth. In May 2025, it caught 3I Atlas flickering faintly in the dark, a dot no brighter than static. But as weeks passed, that light began to swell, glowing 5 times stronger than before. It wasn't just reflecting sunlight. It was alive with motion. The surface of the comet had begun to melt, releasing jets of gas and dust that shimmered like ghosts against the black. And yet, something about the light itself was wrong. When astronomers measured its polarization, the way light waves twist and scatter, they found something almost impossible: a negative polarization, the most extreme ever recorded. Even the light refused to behave normally. It bent, twisted, and whispered secrets of a structure unlike any comet we'd ever seen. Far from the sun, at over 5 AU, Atlas had already started to exhale, forming a hazy halo of carbon dioxide, not water. A clue that it had been forged in a colder, more alien system. What we were seeing wasn't just sunlight bouncing off ice. It was a signal, a pattern of reflection shaped by an origin far from home. As 3I Atlas drifted deeper into sunlight, its surface began to change. The jets that once spewed carbon dioxide gave way to water vapor, like a frozen world slowly revealing its hidden layers. But inside that vapor was something no one expected. Nickel, glowing in the spectral lines of its tail. Nickel without iron. It shouldn't have been there. Every comet we've studied from our own system carries both metals, paired, inseparable since the dawn of our sun. But Atlas defied that rule. For weeks, scientists debated the readings, wondering if their instruments were lying. Then, as it neared the sun, something shifted again. The iron returned, the ratios normalized, and the anomaly vanished like a mirage. The theory? Powerful jets of CO2 had dragged up ancient nickel dust from deep beneath the surface. The last breath of a comet forged in another cosmic forge, where the elements themselves danced to a different rhythm. Each flicker of data, each spectral line told a story of contradiction. A reminder that even the smallest fragment from another world can rewrite the rules we thought were unbreakable. When 3I Atlas began to grow its tail, astronomers expected the usual sight: dust and vapor streaming away from the sun, pushed by the relentless pressure of solar wind. But instead, something impossible appeared on their screens. The tail was facing the wrong way, at a distance where the sun's power should have been too weak to cause confusion. Atlas seemed to rebel against the rules of light and heat. Its plume curved toward the sun itself, as if drawn by some invisible current. For days, telescopes across the world confirmed the same unsettling image: a comet whose tail pointed in defiance of every known law. And then, without warning, it corrected. The tail swung back to normal alignment, glowing behind the comet like a silver ribbon stretched through the void. Scientists breathed again, but the question lingered. What kind of unseen force could momentarily reverse a comet's nature? Compared to Hale-Bopp, one of the largest comets ever seen, Atlas was smaller. Yet in that brief act of defiance, it felt infinitely larger. A reminder that even the smallest traveler from beyond can challenge the logic of the universe, if only for a moment. On October 3rd, 2025, 3I Atlas brushed past Mars, just 0.19 astronomical units away, a distance so close that our robotic eyes on the red planet could watch its passage. The Perseverance rover and the ExoMars probe turned their cameras skyward, catching the faint shimmer of an alien object drifting silently across the Martian dusk. It was the first time in history that we observed an interstellar visitor, not just from Earth, but from another world. Two planets, one alive, one silent, gazing at the same cosmic traveler. But then the data stopped. Back on Earth, NASA had gone quiet. Another government shutdown, freezing transmissions, and delaying analysis. While machines waited under alien skies, their signals were trapped in bureaucratic stillness, their discoveries suspended in silence. For weeks, the images lay dormant, hidden inside memory banks millions of kilometers apart. And yet, even without the data, the story continued. A fragment from another system, seen by two worlds at once, marking a rare moment when the universe looked back at us through more than one set of eyes. By the end of 2025, 3I Atlas will emerge once more, faint, distant, and fading. For a brief moment, it will glow at one astronomical unit. One last flash of light before it drifts into the cold again. Its final rendezvous will come in March 2026, when it passes near Jupiter, perhaps close enough for the Juno spacecraft to capture a final image. A farewell portrait of something that was never ours. And then, it will be gone, leaving behind only numbers, images, and questions. Some scientists believe interstellar travelers like Atlas carry the fingerprints of every system they've passed. Traces of dust and radiation, new molecules stitched into their icy hearts. Every encounter changes them. Every star leaves a mark. So maybe 3I Atlas isn't just a visitor. Maybe it's a witness, a memory of countless skies, carrying the history of worlds we will never see. As it vanishes into the darkness between stars, one thought remains. How many more of these travelers are out there, crossing the vast ocean of space, unnoticed, uninvited? Fragments of other realities passing silently through our own.